Assalamualaikum. We are from Group 2 Mat 112. In our video, we will presenting our group project which includes chapter 3 and 4. In our video, we will identify the difference between compound interest and annuity.
I'm going to talk about the introduction of compound interest. So, compound interest is the interest on a loan or deposit calculated based on both the initial principal and accumulated interest from previous period. Compound interest can be thought as interest on interest and will make them sum grow at a faster rate than simple interest, which is calculated only on the principal amount.
An annuity is a series of equal payments made at regular intervals over a certain period of time. It is commonly used in savings, loans, and investments such as monthly deposits into a bank account or regular loan repayments.
Case study 1, chapter compound interest. Hakim plans to buy a new house in a few years. To achieve his goal, he decides to deposit part of his income into an investment account that offers 4.1% annual interest compounded quarterly. After 8 years, his savings has grown to 180,547.26 cents. After reviewing his financial progress, Hakim begins to explore other options for reaching his housing goal sooner. Question A. How much money did Hakim initially invest at the beginning? First thing first, we need to list all the information given in the question as you can see. To solve this question, we will use formula P equals to S bracket 1 plus I bracket power of negative n. Then substitute the numbers into the formula. After that, we will get the value of P. Question B. Calculate the total interest earned over the 8 years. To find the total interest, we will use formula I equals to S minus P. The value of S is given in the question, while the value of P was calculated in the question above. Subtract the numbers and we will get the value of I.
As you can see, I will continue explaining for part C and part D. For part C, I start by writing the compound interest formula, which is S equals P times open bracket 1 plus I close bracket to the power of n. From the question, S is Rm 250,000, P is 130,276.9 cents. The interest rate is 4.1% per year, and because the interest is compounded quarterly, I divided the rate by 4. So, the value of I is 0.041 over 4, and n becomes 4t, where the t is time in years. Now, I substitute all the values into the formula. Rn 250,000 equals 130,276.9 cents times open bracket 1 plus 0.041 over 4 close bracket to the power of 40. Next, I simplify the value inside the brackets. 0.041 divided by 4 is 0.01025. So the expression becomes Rn 250,000 equals 130,276.9 cents times in bracket 1.01025 to the power of 40. Next, I get 1.01025 to the power of 40 equals 1.9190. To find the value of t, I take log on both sides, so this becomes 40 log 1.01025 equals log 1.9190. Next, I divide log 1.9190 by log 1.01025, so 40 equals log 1.9190 over log 1.01025. After calculating, 40 equals 63.9160. Finally, I divide both sides by 4, so the value of t is t equals 15.979 years. Now, I move on to part D. In this question, the final amount S is Rm 300,000. I still use the same formula, which is S equals P in bracket 1 plus I to the power of n. So, I substitute the values into the formula. 300,000 equals 130,276.9 cents times in bracket 1 plus k over 4 to the power of 20. Next, I divide both sides by 130,276.9 cents. After dividing, I get in bracket 1 plus k over 4 to the power of 20 equals 2.3028. So now, 1 plus k over 4 equals 20 root 2.3028. Then, I get 1 plus k over 4 equals 1.0426. Next, I subtract 1 from both sides, so k over 4 equals 0.0426. Then, I multiply 0.0426 by 4, so I get k equals 0.1704, which is equal to 17.04%. Lastly, to find the interest rate per period, I use the formula I equals k over m. So 0.1704 divided by 4 equals 0.0426. Therefore, the nominal rate k is 17.04% and the periodic interest rate is I is 0.0426.
So guys, my part is case study 2, which is Aman saving. The question is to find the amount of his total bank account at ABC Bank after 2 years. The first step is we need to identify the key and information given in the statement. After that, we can easily classify it, so it will be easier to replace into the formula. To find the future value, we will use the formula which is S equal R open square bracket open bracket 1 plus I close bracket exponent and minus 1 divided 1 close square bracket. After identifying the formula we use, we are going to replace the formation that we've been classified into the formula. Then we just proceed our calculation. The total is going to be RM 11,009.50. For the second step, we are going to use the total yearly in our second calculation to get the final answer. The final answer is going to be RM 6,204.37.
So, as you guys can see, my part is Rabiatul photocopy loan, which is the chapter 4 annuity. For the first question, we need to find the number of payment to settle the loan, which is N in our formula. But first, we need to classify and identify the information in the statement that we are going to replace in our formula. The formula that I will be using is R equal to A times I divide open bracket 1 minus open bracket 1 plus I close bracket negative exponent or raised to the negative power of n close bracket. To get an A from our information, we need to subtract the new photocopy price and the old photocopy trade-in price. So after that, we're just going to put all the information in our formula. At the step 7, we are going to transfer the 0.5505 to the right side, so it will be negative. After that, we are going to transfer the negative n to the left side, so it will be positive. Then, we are going to proceed our calculation using log or log to get the answer. So, our final answer will be n equal to 59.9908 or roughly 60. So, for the second question, we need to calculate the amount Rabiatul need to pay if she missed her 6 monthly payment. Like before, we need to classify and identify the information given in the statement to replace in our formula. Our n in this question going to be 7 as it already stated in the question. For the formula, I will be using S equal R open square bracket 1 plus I close bracket raised to the power of n minus 1 divide I close square bracket. So, we're just going to replace the information we classified into our formula and proceed our calculation to get our answer. So, the final answer is 12,836 ringgit and 92 cents.
For the third question, we need to find the value of this payment which is A in our formula. Like always, we are going to classify the key and information given in the statement and the question. After that, we are going to decide which formula we are going to use. For this question, we need to find the value of the payment. So the stable formula is going to be A equal R open square bracket 1 minus open bracket 1 plus I close bracket negative exponent divided I close square bracket. After that, we're going to insert the key and information into our formula and proceed to our calculation. The final answer is going to be RM 32,130.40.
In conclusion, compound interest and annuity are important in financial planning. Compound interest is usually used in banks and investment, while annuity is used for loan payments. Compound interest helps money grow over time by earning interest on both the principal and accumulated interest, while annuity involves regular payments made over a fixed period. While